Good morning, everyone. We're going to celebrate day 126, day 63 from the new year by cutting off tags of clothes that I've had in my drawer, in my storage for how long ago was 2025? I mean, 2015. Almost 10 years I've had this top. It's super cute. It's super cute. I got it on sale. It's a company called Good Karma. It's the Life is Good brand, but this is their Good Karma version. Environmentally friendly clothing for environmentally friendly people. That's me. And when I saw this cute top, I was like, I'm environmentally friendly. I need this top. So why are we cutting off the tags? Because I'm shrinking into it. And although I'm not completely ready to wear it in public, I wanted to have an inaugural first look at how the top is fitting me now. Okay, so remember I started off wearing 3X tops, then I moved into 2X. I still wear 2X. It all kind of depends on the top. But then I am starting to squeeze into some 1X tops. And you know what this is? This is a small XL. It's an XL. It's not even a 1X. I'm going into the XL phase of my life. It's, I will plan on fitting into this better. Hi, Sierra. I will plan on fitting in this better, but I want y'all to see this is a starting point. This is like squeezing where you see the back fat here. We're gonna get rid of this back fat. We're gonna get the hips down, get these hips down, and have this, and it's already feels good in the sleeves. I mean, the sleeves are already long on my hand, but it feels good here. It doesn't feel too tight in the arms. It doesn't feel tight around here. You know, a lot of times when things feel tight here because they're pulling across. Now, I could lose some weight in my boobs, and that would feel better. But so far, this is the first time I was willing to put this top on and face you guys. I've had this top for over almost 9 years, and I tried it on about a month and a half ago when I dug into my storage closet, and I was like, nope, not yet. That's not the top for yet. So today is the top to show y'all that in a year, I want this to be baggy. I want it to be baggy. I want to be wearing a loose XL. That's kind of the goal. Let's see if I can see the tag here. This is like, I love the Life is Good brand. Okay, there's nothing on that tag about except for how to wash it. So what's cute about this top, and then I'll get bouncing, is it's got embroidery. This is like little stitching that's 2D, 3D. So it has like a print. If I can show y'all better. It has like a light print. Where's the shirt? It has a light, like a pattern print thing on it right here. That dark shade shadow is like a print. And then it has embroidery on it, stitching. See, there's, oh, look, see, here's the underside with all the threads coming out. So cute. It's such a unique shirt. I had to have it. And it's my color. Green. It matches my eyes. Whenever I wear green, it makes my eyes pop. So whenever I see green tops, I'm like, ooh, I think I like that. It's hard to find green stuff. All right. Hey, good segue. Speaking of green, I did not drink this yesterday, and I feel like I was feeling it. This is my Organifi. And no, I'm not an affiliate. I'm just drinking it because I like it, and I want to see what it's going to do for me. Y'all ready to jump? Update on my heel. My heel is healing, but it's not closed, and it's not healed enough to go on the plastic without socks. So you're going to see me bouncing in my little socks. I did it yesterday for my 5-minute booster. Socks were much better than the rubber tennis shoes. The rubber tennis shoes were scary for me. It was like that my feet were stuck to the mat, and I just felt like I couldn't lift them. They felt like really heavy. The other thing is I am wearing socks that have texture to them, so I wanted not slippery socks. I wouldn't recommend wearing anything super slippery because then your foot's not getting any kind of surface, area. And you might slip, I don't know, but I have a little bit of like thick knitted socks on so I can have a little bit of grip on the bounce. So anyway, I'm ready to knock this out today. I had plans, but at 9 o'clock last night, my Vietnamese nail lady, we have like the largest Vietnamese community in Houston. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Second timer, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. So back in the late 60s, 70s, when there was the war with Vietnam, we in Houston, we took in a lot of refugees that were Vietnamese. And I actually had my first when I was little, I was kindergarten, first grade. And I had my very first Vietnamese friend. It was so neat to have somebody from overseas to be friends with. And I went to her family of 4 or 5 lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. And anyway, she is now a high-powered tech. I think she went to medical school or she went to Pepperdine University. I ended up losing track of her after college. But through LinkedIn, I'm totally getting off the subject, but through LinkedIn, okay, 1 minute, people, your time's up. 1 minute, timer's over. Alexa, stop. Through LinkedIn, I looked up her name, and unfortunately, she has a name like Smith or Jones. For the Vietnamese world, it's called Nguyen, but it's spelled Nguyen, like Nguyen, Nguyen. We used to say Nguyen like in high school before we understood how to pronounce it, Nguyen. So anyway, she was my first Vietnamese friend. Now I have 2 more Vietnamese friends in the last 2 years. And I met them through their jobs. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about her is because I changed my plans because she texted me late last night and she said, I'm scared my citizenship test is on Monday and I don't feel prepared. Will you help me study? And so she's coming over for 2 hours today, and I'm going to help her study for her citizenship test. And frankly, I've never had to take a citizenship test myself, so I'm actually kind of curious what the questions are. To be honest with you, I'll probably learn a few things about my own country that I didn't even know. So we're going to go through that together, and hopefully she aces her citizenship test tomorrow. So we'll see. That's what I've got on the main docket. I also have to update my resume. I have to prune some trees out in my front yard. I need to cut some crepe myrtles a little bit just around the base. I need to take the insulation off my pipes outside was, have them covered for the winter, but we think winter's over, so I need to get that done. I need to close the valve on the sprinkler system because I opened it during the freeze and drained it, and now I need to close it back up so I can start using my sprinkler because it's starting to get hot again and the grass is going to need water. So I got a full list of things to do today. So let's talk about shrinking for a moment. So my body is just going through a journey. And when you think about it, you're on this journey until you die. Okay? So the journey is not ending until it ends. But what you do in the between on the days, and I'm talking all the days that you have of your life, matters. It matters to you. It should matter to you. Sometimes, depending on your situation, it can matter to your children. It can matter to your partner. It matters. So, being consciously aware of your choices is a really good thing. I feel like I choose my choices with understanding of the consequences. I try to be very mindful of my choices. And so if I'm choosing something, Alexa, 5 more minutes. Okay, we got 5 minutes and then we're going to be done. So, remember one time on the video I said that Dr. Phil said, if you're overweight, then you have a lifestyle that supports it. Do y'all remember me saying that? He said that back in like 2002. And I have that etched in my memory from one of his shows. If you're overweight, then you have a lifestyle that supports that overweightness. So then I have to look at what are my habits? What are my behaviors? Again, it's not the one-off time that you eat that piece of chocolate cake. That's not going to change your life, but it's the regular daily habits that you do that cause the lifestyle to support the weight. And so I'm looking at that, and that's what this journey is about. It's like me speaking my thoughts publicly in hopes to inspire anyone else who resonates with the channel to be in their own self-inquiry. I'm not imposing my beliefs on you. The channel is at will. If something doesn't resonate for you, that's pretty normal. Like, we live in a world where we have diversity and free will and the ability to think however we choose to think. Whether you choose to associate with people who think differently than you is your choice. It's all a matter of how you can handle being around people who aren't like you, or think like you, or believe like you. So it's really just, we're all navigating our own life journey, and we all navigate it differently. And you have choices. You have choice over yourself, over your dominion, and over your freedom. So whatever's not working in your own life, you get to change. You get to be the powerful person who breaks through your own challenges. That's your responsibility. And my challenges are my responsibility. That's the beauty of free will. So this morning I woke up and I listened to, Sierra sent me one of the teachers that I love. She found one of his videos to be very insightful, and so she shared it with me, and I loved it too. I really enjoyed it. I feel like it's my Sunday morning church. And basically, the lesson was, when you have something that causes you an imbalance in your mental state, like you get irritated or frustrated, or you're impatient, and you have a trigger of impatience, and you're like, you can go inward and say, why do I feel impatient? And then he said, if you could say, what if I didn't have this feeling? What would it feel like for me not to be impatient? What if I was okay with this delay? What if I was okay with not being on time? How would life be working out for me then? So just being aware of our imbalances and our triggers, and then asking yourself, what if I didn't have this need for this situation to be just like I think it should be, but it was some other way? It's a very free place to be in control of your feelings, and then to be able to change your feelings at will, all in the name of peace and serenity that you're offering yourself. There's so many situations in the world that are out of our control, but the situations about you and how you spend your time and what you choose to do with that time, what you choose to eat or enjoy. Alexa, stop. Workout's over. It's all up to you. You get to decide. You get to choose. And guess what, guys? You get to change if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's a wonderful life, y'all. Life is meant to be good. But we got to create it to be good. It's not going to just happen. All right, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plasta, plasta, slay the day, slay the Sunday. These socks are good. So far, so good. I used to say, I told Robin, don't wear socks, you're going to slip. But you know what? I was worried for no reason. There was no reason to worry. I feel very safe in my socks. So I'm going to assume other people are capable of determining their own safety in their own socks. All right, so y'all be careful out there while you're on your rebounders. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all remember Forrest Gump? That's a line from Forrest Gump. Woo! I got some wind. All right, let me get my glasses on. I'm hot. I'm not gonna be wearing long sleeves for long. I was thinking this might be the last shirt I wear that's long sleeves, and that's why I put on the extra large, because I wanted to show a final shirt that was long, so that next year when I start wearing long shirts again, we can see if there's any change. And maybe I shouldn't even say if, should I say when I need to say when, not if, because we are changing. Oops, hold on. We are changing. Y'all, I do these water, I make these water bottles with my alkaline water machine, and I put them in the refrigerator, and so they're cold water when I add the Organifi, and it's so much more refreshing than just kind of tepid water. Ooh. All right, Ella B says, we got Sierra on. I saw her earlier. Woot woot. Hey, good morning. Just did my rebounding routine. Yay, Alu B. Alu B has a channel. I went over to her channel and liked her rebounding videos. She's a good drawer, y'all. She can draw. I don't know, do you call it sketching or drawing, Alu B, what you do? Debbie says, morning, got my 10 minutes done early. Woohoo, 10 minutes early, guys. That feels good, Debbie. I know what you're talking about. I'm going to put that on the screen. Debbie got her 10 minutes done early. Ah, that feels so good. Y'all, doing it every day. Oh, I have information. I have information for y'all, like good nuggets. I should have started my talk. Maybe I'll do a separate video. I'm going to tell y'all now, and then I may talk about it as a separate video in the beginning, because I know that people don't really watch the whole video. I mean, the community does, but strangers that just come across the channel, they don't stay on forever. So they're not going to get the nuggets that come in the end of the video. But first, let me finish this. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all what I learned last night, and then I'm going to read this first. If y'all pray, please say a prayer for some dear friends whose daughter passed away last night. She had 4 young children. Aww. Okay. Heavenly Father, please provide peace, love, and light on this dear family and their children. And in your name, all things are possible. So help them feel peace and comfort in their time of grief. Amen. Okay, got a prayer in. I'll do more later, offline. Sierra, Sheila's praying, the praying hands. Prayers have been sent to Unity. Oh, thank you, Duty. I think Duty's talking about she actually sent a prayer to Unity where they pray for you at Unity Church. That is so sweet, Duty. Thank you. I'm not religious, but I do believe in the power of prayer and the power of thought and creating energetic intention. As a group, we can all put our intentions for positive actions to happen within their hearts during their grieving time, and to find peace somewhere in the grief. It takes a while, but it will come, and we pray that it comes sooner than later for them. So sorry. And I'm just going to use this opportunity to remind you all that we never are guaranteed tomorrow. So if you have conversations you need to have with loved ones, if you need to tell people that you truly love them, maybe you're arguing with them or something and you're in a fight, just say your piece, even if they don't respond. Tell them what you need to tell them, because when people pass away and it's unfinished business, it's more difficult in the relationship as you continue to live with that unmet need, and you grieve what you didn't do while they were here on earth with you. But just know they can also hear you after they're gone. They can hear you energetically. So if you did miss an opportunity to tell someone how much you cared about them or how important they were to you in your life, and you just want them to know that, you can still send them that verbally and energetically, and they'll get it, because they're just on the other side of a veil. So, okay, both, thank you. Love to create art. I draw with charcoal. Yeah, I saw that. Paint with acrylics, watercolor, and color pencil. Yeah. So I think about people who have artistic desires that like to do like sewing or needlepoint or crochet or something like that. Alu B has created a channel where she can do her craft and people can see it and share and enjoy the art that she's creating on a global platform. So y'all can go check her out. So, all right, here's the story, guys. I'm so excited to tell y'all this. Last night I read chapter 14 and chapter 15. I think those were the numbered chapters. One was on, it wasn't on calm. I read that the night before and I forgot. It was on movement. One, oh, my sister's calling me. I'll call her back in a second. One was on movement, one chapter, and the other chapter was on, I can't remember. Let's talk about movement, okay? Because that's the one we're doing with the rebounding. And you know what he said? Okay, I'm going to stop pounding to say this. He said that consistency, when it comes to movement, consistency is more important than intensity. Where does that ring a bell for us? With what I'm doing, I'm consistent. I do it every day, but I just do a little bit of light bouncing and it's still working. Things are still changing. So when he said that, I was like, hallelujah, somebody validated what I've already been feeling and experiencing about the difference between walking every day or rebounding every day and having a daily routine and a daily practice that you kind of do no matter what. The reason I choose rebounding is because it's a lot easier to do rebounding for 10 minutes than it is to actually get out and go for a walk, because there's all kinds of other elements, people and weather and, traffic, whatever, like whatever elements you want to talk about. In your home, when you're rebounding, you can rebound and get it done and be over with. And that's why I do the timer. That's why I say things like, see, it's already over, or look, it's halfway over. The rebounding is halfway over. So because it goes by so fast. And if you minimize how difficult it is to just get on your rebounder every single day, then you'll be able to get on your rebounder and you'll be able to be consistent. So he confirmed this in the book, that like going to the gym 3 times a week isn't necessarily any greater than just doing some less intense things every day. And so that's what my experiment is trying to demonstrate. Again, I'm only on day 126, so we'll continue to see if a whole year of consistent rebounding, can my body just change? Because believe me, I am not dieting, and my close friends know that I'm not dieting, and I'm not restricting. I'm not enjoying what I want, when I want, how I want. And as long as I'm still changing in my body, then I'll start incorporating, when I stop changing, I'll start incorporating new restrictions, new ways of doing things. Right now, I'm kind of doing this OMAD thing where I kind of like eat all my calories are concentrated between the hours of, let's say, 12 and like 4. All the calories that I eat, most of the majority and the lion's share of the calories I eat are between those hours. And so I eat I eat the whole day's worth of calories, like eating foods that normally we're told, like, don't eat a hamburger, don't eat French fries, that kind of stuff. They're not good for you. I know they're not good for me, but I'm choosing them now when I have a reason and a need to tweak that and change it. I will change it. I'm just testing my body. As soon as my body stops performing at the way that I'm okay with, then I'll start doing major tweaking. That's just what I'm doing. Y'all do you do it your way. I want to be supportive of people being happy. That's all I care about, is people being happy no matter what they do. When people are complaining, I'm not getting results. I'm not getting results. Things aren't working out for me. Things aren't happening. That's when, you can look at, well, if you're complaining, that means you're not meeting your own expectations. And if you're not meeting your own expectations, what do you want to look at? Do the inner work and decide, how do I want to shift and change? If you want the results you're not getting, then do something about it. And if you don't care about the results, then stop complaining about it, because hearing the complaining about things you're not willing to change is just filling up space and noise in a world that's already noisy. That's kind of what I think about. So you'll never hear me complaining that I'm fat. I never complain about being fat, because I know how to be skinny. And so if I wanted to do the things to be skinny, the restrictions, I lost 90 pounds, I know how to do it. I could live my life like that and drop all the weight. If I really wanted that, I would do it. But, I enjoy the cookie now and then, and the cookie causes calories. So it's just a choice. It's just a choice. So we don't care at this channel. We don't care what you do. We just want you to be happy. We want you to be happy. We want you to feel motivated. We want you to feel inspired to love yourself and live your best life and work through your challenges. And maybe you're making those decisions to eat those things because you don't have other things in your life that you do want. And so at some point, when you no longer are willing to put up with the pounds or the spare tire or the Dunlap disease or whatever, you have the power to change that. We're here to support you when you want to change that. Until then, take responsibility for the fact that you don't want to change that, and just be happy. Just be happy. Why be miserable? Life is too short to be miserable. So that's just the way I think. That's how I live. And do I have frustrations in my life? Absolutely. Do I have to learn how to manage my own self and figure out my situations? Absolutely. That's what I was talking about earlier. When you have, I called it an imbalance. When you have an imbalance, you're unhappy, you're dissatisfied. Look at what it is that you're dissatisfied about and just be willing to do the inner work. Otherwise, keep all the negativity that you live with in your head, to yourself, because nobody else wants to really incorporate your negativity into their lives. So subbed, love your community. You see Sierra subbed to Alu B, motivated, yay. I've been feeling depressed lately. I think it is the gloomy weather, but rebounding helps me. Yes, rebounding makes us happy. I found you. Oh, that's so cool. Alu B, look at you getting subscribers. Where can we see your art? Alu B, so click on her name or type in her name at Alu B, ALU_BEE. Type in her name in YouTube and her channel should come up. Alu B, if you're still there, you can put in, it's okay for you to put in the chat your channel name so that they can find you if they don't know how to. So anyway, guys, I hope you're living your best life. And you know what? If you're not living your best life, that's okay too. But we hope you find the way towards your best life. We hope you are looking to be living your best life. And maybe this is not a season for you to be living your best life. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been doing this channel like this because it wasn't a season for me to be living my best life. I have gone through the flames, and still the flames come, but I have a little bit more armor, I have a little bit more tools, and I got a fire hose now to make a pathway when the flames come. You know, hard times come. I mean, my mom just died. Like, y'all, over anything in my entire life, over anyone in my entire life, that was the hardest thing for me to have to accept, because she was not sick and she just died. She just exited. So if I can get through that, I know I can get through anything. So I feel powerful. I feel empowered within myself. I know that life is coming and I can handle it, you know? So think of the worst thing that's ever happened to you that you've survived, and just know that you're a survivor and that you can do this. And life is not always easy, but there's always something to learn through the journey. And I just want to iterate while I'm wrapping up my Sunday talk is that for me, it is a journey. Every day I'm going to have ups and I'm going to have downs, and I'm going to have ups and I'm going to have good times, but I'm always looking forward. I'm never looking behind. I want to create. I want to make happen the things I want for myself, and I'm always looking forward. If you carry your past into your future, you are weighting yourself down. Leave the past in the past. It's already happened. You can't change it. You just got to heal from it and then move on free and clear so you can be free, hands free to create your life and your future. And if you don't know what that is, don't be afraid to ask people to help you process what it is that you need to process for yourself, whether that's a therapist or a counselor or a coach or a friend that you trust. You know, do it. Or a loved one. You could have a loved one. You know, communication is so powerful. It is such a powerful, and when you learn how to master for yourself communication, it just offers so much freedom in your life. So anyway, I'm glad y'all all subscribed to Alu B's channel. I'm glad that she's a beautiful artist, that y'all can enjoy her gifts of spirit and life. Oh, she said, okay, she said I could call her Alu. Okay, I forgot about that. Alu. Today, I want to end this video right now and tell y'all that the teacher that I was listening to today, he was talking about like things on the front side, like a website is there with all the beauty and the colors and the videos and the photography that is enticing and beautiful. And on the back side of that is all the code, the ones and zeros, and the symbols that don't look like anything. And he was like, the websites are there to razzle dazzle you. And I thought, oh my God, I haven't heard that word in so long, razzle dazzle. And I thought, it's all about the razzle dazzle. Life is a razzle dazzle if you want it to be. And it's a fun life when it's a razzle dazzle. Let's see. Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you all in the chat tonight. Okay, see y'all in the Zoom, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good night. Have a good day. And I'll see you for the 5-minute bounce. It might be around 5 o'clock, like right before I have to get on to the 6 o'clock meeting, but I'm going to squeeze it in definitely before tonight. Okay. Have a good day. Bye, guys.